Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and being a producer of Wrestle Massacre as well as Inside Movies Galore, I am David Streggy, and welcome to Delusions of Grandeur. Enjoy the reviews. I certainly did.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so fuck you. Over.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Delusions of Grandeur. I'm your host, David Streggy, and here I have another video collection video to show you on what's in my room. And here, first, I have this odd box. It doesn't really fit on my shelf, and it is the Bonnie and Clyde Ultimate Collector's Edition. Now, I bought this for $6.99. It's not in the best of shape, but it definitely has a lot of cool stuff. So it's got this photo book here, and I'm just going to rifle through it just a little bit. It's got some pictures from the film, all that jazz. I don't know if you can see some of it. Got definitely a lot of photos in it from the film. Definitely very cool. It does have a kind of a must smell, so it does smell like it was in a basement of some sort. But I'm going to try to keep it fairly aired and fairly aired out. This next book is something dealing with the film. It says he was the leader on it, and I guess this is the movie itself. So it's got the title card in here, table of contents, scene selections, so on and so forth. So that is where the actual movie is, and it looks like it looks like around the center of the disc, it looks like a bullet hole. I don't know if you can see it, but looks kind of cool. The disc is definitely, it's got a few light scratches on it. So I can see why someone was ready to get rid of it, but I don't think those light scratches really are any deep or whatnot, because I can't really. As you can see, I think you can see them somewhat. But in any case, there's the film, and I'll put that in the back here. That does smell like must, but I'm not surprised. So this is this says she wrote poetry, and it's the special features disc. So I'm just going to show this real quick. She wrote poetry, and then the inside, a special features disc, and then of course there's a small press book. that came with this set. It says press book on it. And apparently it's got a bunch of, news articles related to possibly the films coming out. Playful photos of the real movie of Bonnie and Clyde. Try to keep that in order. And so on and so forth. So just going to go through and do a couple more pages here. And so I'm not doing every single page, but I just figured I'd show you kind of what's in this press book. And I'll just go to the second to last page here. As you can see, definitely movie ads and whatnot, all that title, lobby cards, shit like that. So, kind of a cool set. I'm glad that I picked it up. I mean, it's not in the best shape, but it's not in the worst either. And I figured it was middle of the road, and I'm definitely pleased with it. I still have yet to watch the film myself once again. It was a very cut and dry film. It was. It did star Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. So, but in any case, there we go with Bonnie and Clyde. Now this is one of my favorite editions of all time. This is my favorite copy of anything Blu-ray. Now this is from the company called Indicator, and it is all region. So it stars Dana Andrews, Peggy Cummings, Niall McGuinness, and this is the ultimate. This is a limited edition. This is number 5,637 of 10,000 copies, and I'm just going to show you this. Look at that. That is just beautiful artwork. I'm just trying to keep this bottom piece on because that's what tells me that that it's number 5,000. Not sure if you can see it at all, but it is very light. That it says, and this says it's the limited edition 2 times Blu-ray special features. Now this has a booklet in here, and I've started to look at it. And I'm just gonna flip through this. Definitely got some artwork there. It's got pretty much like shadow artwork in the back of each page. Night of the Demons cast. Just gonna go here. Here. There. Definitely some interesting, different movie posters, pictures there. Some different artwork looks like. Possibly different creatures that they might have gone through, or different. So evidently there was a finished model somewhere along the line. There's a couple. I like that photo from the distance. It's very cool. Night of the Demons, or Curse of the Demons. It's been called, and so that looks like a couple of photo things from Colombia. So promoting the demon. So yeah, and this actually comes with this cool ass poster, and it's a double-sided poster. I've been keeping this poster very neat because I don't want the ink to run away from me. So there's the one side, which I believe this says Night of the Demon. I love that print. And then that's the old school print. And then, of course, here is the other side, and that's for Curse of the Demon. So I really liked this particular film. It is one of my favorite British films and whatnot. So let me go in here and just have you take a look. So this was the first time that I've actually come across a double disc Blu-ray player, and it's all region. So I wonder if Indicator is any relation to Arrow in any way, shape, or form, because or 88 films in some way, shape, or form, because not only does this have that cover on it, but if I flip this around, it has this cover too, which is kind of cool too. It's the double-sided cover, and it's the same as the poster. So I thought that was kind of unique. So on here, it has the original full-length pre-release version, which is 96 minutes. Night of the Demon, and then it has Curse of the Demon, the U.S. release, which is 96 minutes. But then they have the 2K BFI restoration, the high definition remaster presentations, the original mono audio commentary with film historian Tony Earnshaw, author of Beating the Devil, The Making of Night of the Demon. Disc 2 has Night of the Demon, the original UK theatrical cut, which is 82 minutes. And Curse of the Demon, the original US trailer cut, which is 82 minutes as well. And high definition masters are at 1.66. One original mono audio. It has Speak of the Devil, The Making of the Night of the Demon, 2007. It's 20 minutes of documentary featuring actor Peggy Cummins and production designer Ken Adam. Cloven in 2018, which is 20 minutes, a video essay exploring the different versions. Hal E. Chester at the Manchester Festival of Fantastic Films from 1996, which is 51 minutes. A rare archival video interview with the producer. Dina Andrews on Night of the Demon from 1972, which is roughly about 10 minutes. A rare audio interview with the actor conducted by film historian and preservationist Scott McQueen. The Devil in the Detail, 2018, it's 36 minutes. Christopher Frayling discusses the film and Ken Adam. Horrors Unseen from 2018 is a 27 minutes. It's an interview with Chris Fujiwara, author of Jacques Tourneur, The Cinema of Nightfall. Sinister Signs from 2018. It's 21 minutes. It's an analysis by Ken Newman, author of Nightmare Movies. Under the Spell, which is from 2018. It's 19 minutes, and it's a personal appreciation by horror writer Ramsey Campbell. The Devil Gets His Due, which is from 2018. It's 23 minutes. It's Scott McQueen details the film's release history, and The Truth of Alchemy from 2018. It's 22 minutes. It's a discussion of M.R. James by author Roger Clark. The Devil in Music, 2018. It's 11 minutes. It's David Huckvale on composer Cliff Parker. Note of Fear from 2018 is 10 minutes. It's got Steve McQueen discussing the aspects of the film's score. Casting the Runes is from 1984. It's 53 minutes. It's an audio recording of Michael Hordern reading M.R. Jane's original story. Escape Casting the Runes, which it's 1947, 30 minutes. It's a radio adaptation of the story. A Super 8 version, 7 minutes. Original cut down home cinema presentation. Isolated music and effect track. Original theatrical trailer. Image gallery, promotional and production material, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and the UK premiere on Blu-ray. So definitely a very cool addition. I'm totally taken aback by this release. It is phenomenal. I'm so glad that I spent the money on this to get it from Diabolic, and I have no problem rewatching this over and over and over. It is one of my absolute favorite black and white films. So, in any case, there we have it. Night of the Demon, Curse of the Demon, directed by Jacques Tournier. So, next I have the Blu-ray and the DVD of Amir Scalanja's The Butcher. And both of these have the Legless Corpse Films logo on it. So there is the logo for Legless Corpse, which was run by Chad Armstrong. And this is the cover for the DVD. This is his first film. And I had originally bought this film, but then when I tracked him down, he ended up having a copy of The Butcher on Blu-ray, and I said, "Fuck it, I'll get a copy of it on Blu-ray," even though I didn't really own a Blu-ray at the time. So there's what The Butcher looks like on Blu-ray, and yeah, so the back looks I think it looks kind of similar to the back of the DVD. So, in any case, Amir Scalanja runs Foxtrot Productions, and at first he had a producer that he worked with called Sean Patrick Cermak, and since his first couple of films, he has actually shed his producer. Evidently, they were not getting along, and so on and so forth. So, next, I'm going to talk about two Laurel and Hardy collections. The first collection here includes Great Guns, Jitterbugs, and The Big Noise. Let me just show you the front of this collection and the back. So let me pull out these films and see if they say anything about them. So this is The Big Noise, and it was put out by 20th Century Fox. It stars Stan and Laurel Hardy, and it is of a screenplay by Scott Darling. I'm assuming that it was directed by Scott Darling. But in any case, we have the zany antics of legendary comedians Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy come to life in this romp about two phony private detectives. The duo plays janitors accidentally hired as sleuths to protect a super bomb destined for the War Department in Washington, D.C. However, the bomb's Inventor has loaded his house with crazy contraptions that entrap and confuse the protectors. Meanwhile, next door is the biggest threat of all. A gang of crooks determined to get their hands on the inventor's deadly creation. Through a series of crazy misadventures, our heroes end up in a remote controlled airplane along with the bomb and headed straight for trouble. So there we have it, the big noise. Seems to be kind of a noir thing. Then, of course, Jitterbugs. Um, Jitterbugs is 20th Century Fox presents this, and of course Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. They star in it with Vivian Blaine, Robert Bailey, Douglas Fowley, Lee Patrick. The film was directed by Malcolm St. Clair. Oh, and The Big Noise, that was directed by Mal St. Clair as well. So, there we go. Jitterbugs, considered the best of the Laurel and Hardy projects filmed at 20th Century Fox. This enigmatic musical comedy also introduces singer Vivian Blaine. Stan and Oliver star as a traveling two-man jitterbug band who operate out of a dilapidated jalopy and form an unlikely friendship with a likely conman, played by Bob Bailey. When the trio joins a carnival, they meet Susan, a naive young singer played by Vivian Blaine, whose mother has been swindled by grifters. Suddenly, chivalrous, the three orchestrate a sting operation using disguises, with Laurel dressed as Susan's disheveled aunt and Hardy as a rich Texan, to get the woman's money back. Although things don't go as planned, the inimitable comedy duo provide nonstop laughs from start to finish in this delightful caper. There we have it. Jitterbugs. There's what the cover of the film looks like. And then, of course, we have Great Guys, which is the third film in this particular collection. This is directed by Montague Banks. It is put out by 20th Century Fox, stars Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. So Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy join the army to protect their country. But who will protect the army from them? In Great Guns, the comic team play a chauffeur and a gardener whose hypochondriac employer, played by Dick Nelson, a wealthy young man with little experience, is drafted. Convinced that he needs them in order to survive the service, they join up as well, of course. The Texas Cavalry post to which they're all assigned is made for far worse for the wearer by the presence of these well-meaning troublemakers. There is never a dull moment in this classic feature, airing two of the cinema's most revered comic actors. So there we have it. This is one of the Laurel and Hardy collections that is out there. So yeah, I believe they're quite possibly in black and white. So I will definitely enjoy watching those down the road. And I love early comedy, so this is volume 2 of the Laurel and Hardy collection. It actually says that, and this includes The Dancing Masters, A Hunting We Will Go, and The Bullfighters. So, first is first, I will talk about The Dancing Masters. The Dancing Masters is It is directed by Mal St. Clair. The Dancing Masters hit the dance floor with the screen's most beloved comic duo. Get ready to waltz, rumba, and pirouette with Laurel and Hardy with the hapless comic duo takes the reins of the Arthur Hurry School of Dancing. Stan and Ollie show their artistic side, not to mention their ballerina costumes, in the slapstick gem directed by Gusto and Tempo by Mal St. Clair. A pair of thugs, one of whom is played by a young Robert Mitchum, has tricked Ollie into insuring Stan's legs. Now, when the boys could really use that insurance money to help a friend, Ollie simply has to find a way to break Stan's leg. It should be easy, except it seems like he's the one who keeps getting hurt. So, um, definitely a looks like a cool film. There's the cover of this particular film. Looks like it might be fun. By the I have, I mean, I love early comedy. I don't know about you. Um, this one is also directed by Mal St. Clair. It's called The Bullfighters. Head south of the border with the legends of slapstick when detectives Laurel and Hardy head to Mexico City to catch a pretty thief. They manage to lose the girl and end up in the bullfighting ring. The boys are hot on the trail of larceny Nell when it is discovered that Stan bears a striking resemblance to Spanish matador Don Sebastian. Soon, the senoritas are fawning, and an agent wants to hire Stan to impersonate the bullfighter, who is late arriving in town. Only problem is, when Sebastian still hasn't shown by the day of the big fight, a terrified Stan must don the gilded jacket in his stead. Yell bravo for the riotous antics and excellent shots of actual bullfights in this south of the border classic. So this film was filmed in 1945. So moving on to A Haunting We Will Go. So A Haunting We Will Go actually looks right up the alley of what I think might actually be a comedy. So this is actually directed by okay, so it says it's directed by Alfred Worker. And it was put out by 20th Century Fox. Stars Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy again. The boys always make magic, but this time they're performing it. Coffins go missing and laughs go flying when Laurel and Hardy find themselves part of Dante the Magician's Arabian Nights stage show. Stan and Ollie are recruited to transport a not-so-dead body to Dayton when the coffin is accidentally switched with one of Dante the Magician's props. They're left scrambling. Now as the boys don genie costumes to join the show, the angry thugs wait in the wings to collect their corpse. A murder mystery unfolds right in the middle of the performance. This time, even the magician himself will be shocked and amazed by what happens. So, kind of cool. And let me just show this Bullfighters one more time. And that should be it for that one. Now, this next one, is probably the best Gargoyles film for 1972, which had to have been Grayson Hall's next feature to star in directly after Dark Shadows. So this film is called Gargoyles, and what a suit for this dude that plays him. So it stars Cornell Wilde, Jennifer Salt, Grayson Hall, Bernie Casey, Scott Glenn, and the special effects were done by Stan Winston and Mitt Rice, and the film was directed by Bill L. Norton. Okay, so a terrifying tale of evil unfolds as anthropologist Mercer Bully, played by Cornell Wilde, and his daughter Jennifer Salt, played by Jennifer Salt, battled to save the Earth from being taken over by a clan of grotesque, demon-like gargoyles. They discovered living in the Arizona desert. Award-winning special effects provided by Stan Winston, Jurassic Park and Terminator 2, and Milt Rice from Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1956 and Magic Sword. This is mastered from the longer European theatrical version. So, FYI, Bernie Casey might be hard to recognize as the head gargoyle under all that makeup. And also watch for Richard Mall as Goliath, one of the other gargoyles. The film is 74 minutes, it's in color, and it's from 1972 once again. This is from VCI Entertainment, distributed by them, and yeah. So, definitely cool. If not to say the least, I think that this is the out of print copy of Gargoyles. At least it keeps going out of print from time to time. I believe that it has been remastered specifically for personal for another company. I believe it might have been Kino Lorber, but I might be mistaken. So, in any case, hopefully you enjoyed my description of these films. These are films that are within my collection, and I definitely enjoy describing them to you and sharing them with you and sharing what I've got in general, because I do have a lot. And even just the photos on my page are not enough. So, in any case, I'll definitely have some more cool stuff to share with you, and hopefully this time around I have entertained. Thank you so much. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Appreciate the time spent on the page, and good luck finding and hunting your own stuff. Thank you so much.
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?